Hello everyone. So now we are going to do the lab. So first we are going to do the static NAT. As we told static NAT, why we are using one-to-one translation. First of all, why we are using NAT? We are using NAT because private IP cannot go on the internet. Private IP cannot go on the internet. So we need to use the public IP. So if you have 100 computer in your company, you cannot buy the 100 private IP and assign each and every to computer. So to overcome these types of problem, what we will do, we will use the NAT. So NAT, network address translation or port address translation, they are going to translate the public IP into private IP. So they can access the internet. So in this one, we told we have the three types like static NAT, dynamic NAT, and we have the PAT. So we are going to do the lab. So first of all, static NAT means one-to-one translation. How many devices you have in your organization, that many number of IP you need to buy from the ISP if you want to configure the static NAT. So static NAT is one-to-one configuration. So if you see here, this is a topology. We can say I have here some computer PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4. Four computers we have. We are using this network 192.168.1.1. This is our LAN network. Okay. This is our LAN network. In this one, we can say we taken one router. This is our company router and this IP we assign to this interface. And this is the gateway for all this machine. And this is our router, company router. This is a small company network design. In this one, you have only one single router. And this is the ISP give you IP. They told assign this interface and create the default route, forward all traffic to ISP. So we will create one default route from here and we will send all the traffic to ISP. So we will send to this site. And here we can say we have the some server, google.com we have here. So how we can configure means first of all, you will log into this device. If you have SSH configuration, you can access this device with SSH or Telnet. If you don't have, then you need to go to server room where you have the router, servers, everything, and take your console cable and start configuring this one. What you need to configure, if you don't have the IP, you need to assign this IP to this interface, this IP to this interface. If you see here, we will go under the interface, we will access the router with the CLI, then we will give the configuration enable config t host name, and then we will assign the IP address to this interface, and then we will assign the IP address to this interface. And ISP told you to forward all the traffic towards the ISP, so you will create one default route. IP route 0.0.0, 0.0.0, and the next hop this one. So we will forward the traffic here. So we will say with any IP with any subnet mask, we are going to forward all the traffic to the ISP. So this is a R1 configuration. This is simple R1 configuration. After that, we need to match the one-to-one NAT. So if you want to configure the static NAT, this is a syntax. We need to write IP NAT inside source. We are configuring static NAT, so we will write static and one-to-one we need to match. So this IP I am going to plan to match to this one because I buy three IP from the ISP, three public IP example. So we will map this IP to this IP and this IP to this one and this IP to this one. So this is the one-to-one mapping. So same thing we need to write. We will write this is LAN site IP and what is the public IP we want to map. So same thing we will repeat. We will repeat for this PC1 IP, PC2 IP, PC3 IP, and these are the IP whatever we taken from the ISP. So this way we will configure the static NAT. What we will write IP NAT inside source static and give the IP address whatever you have here in your LAN network, and then you will put the this public IP whatever you buy from the ISP. And if you want to only allow these three devices, you will put three because you buy three IP. If you buy fourth IP, you can match this fourth IP with this here also. But now currently in this scenario, we are taken only the three IP. So we taken the three private IP, public IP and we map the three private IP to three public IP. That's all. After that, we need to apply. So this is the interface. This is the interface. So in this interface, we need to apply the NAT. So first we need to go under the interface. So we will write interface F0 by 0. You will go under the interface. Then you will write IP NAT and you will check how the traffic is flowing. how the traffic is flowing. Example, if this machine is sending the traffic like this, you will say, okay, this traffic is going into the router. So you will write inside, inbound. And if you see the other interface, this is another interface, this interface, how the traffic is going to this interface. So traffic is going inside, and with this interface, it is going outside. So we can say this is a outbound. So you will write interface F0 by 1 and IP NAT, and then you will write outside. If traffic is going inside, then you will write inside. If traffic is going out, you will write outside. So this is the configuration for the static NAT. Only simple, right? What we will write IP NAT inside source static, then here you will match the IP. You will do for this same thing for how many IP or whatever IP you want to match, you will do. After that, you need to apply here whatever interface you have, you need to apply. To apply, you need to write IP NAT, and inside or outside, wherever you apply. That's all. So this is a configuration for the static NAT. So what I will do here, let me check before we have the here configuration or not. I remember before I do some configuration here, so we can verify if we have, then we can, no need to do. Show IP interface brief. If you see I have the IP address, let me write show run to check do we have the default route or not. Yeah, default route is also there. Okay, so this configuration is there. Default route is there. I am in the R1 and I have one access list here. So I will remove the access list because we don't need the access list. So no access list 1. With this one I will remove that one. So now it is like without access list. Here what I am checking, these two interface you have the, if you see these two interface, you have the IP address and also this NAT configuration is there. If you want to remove, we can remove that one also. So I will go in the global configuration mode. I will write no IP NAT inside no. We need to go under the interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0, no IP NAT inside. Then I will go another interface F0 by 1, and then I will write no IP NAT outside. Okay, I remove that one. So no need to worry why I am removing, why I am putting. Just before, this is the old topology I use. So some configuration is there, so I am removing. Now what configuration you have? Only the IP address you have, and you have one default route. So here if you see this IP and the default route is already present in this router. Okay, this one is already present in this router, this configuration. Now I will copy and paste this one. This is a static NAT. So I will copy this all. I will go to this router. I am going to paste this here. So I will go in the global configuration mode. I will paste here. If you see, everything is accepted here. No error, nothing. And this is the IP. This is the ISP router. Let's see here. This is the basic configuration. Just we need to assign the IP here and here. I think we have already, because this is old topology. We can check show IP interface brief. Okay, so we have the IP and the interface is up. If you want, I will write show run. We can verify the configuration whatever we have here. So if you see here, we don't have anything, just we have the IP address. So ISP configuration is already done, and we done this configuration. So static NAT we done now. So this PC, if you see, this PC can access the internet. We can say 8.8.8 is Google server. So we can check this machine can access, because we done the mapping, one-to-one mapping already done. This IP is mapped to this IP. So it should work. First packet may be dropped for the ARP. After that it should work. So if you see, it is working. Okay, it is working. This PC is able to access the internet. If you check this PC is also going to work, because we map already 3 PCs, starting 3 PCs. So it will work. Let me put here, I forget to write it. So this one is also going to work. It is also working. First, second, and third computer is also going to work, because here also we map already. Fourth will not work. If you see here, this first one IP NAT inside source is static, and this is the inside IP, and this is public IP. This is inside IP, this is public IP. Already we map. So first PC, second PC, third PC will work, but if you go to the fourth PC, it will not work. If you go here, if you write here ping and write here 8.8.8.8, it will not work. You can see here it will not work. You can see when you put 8.8.8, it will not work. Why it is not working? Because you did not map this one. So that is a static NAT. Only whatever IP you map, only that machine is going to work, and they are going to use only that IP. And if you want to check here also inside, you can write here like here show IP NAT translation. You will have here the entry also. This is the inside local IP going to inside global IP, and they are using this internet. So it is working. What if you see this machine is working, this machine is working, this machine is working. This one is not working because we are using static NAT. Static NAT means one to one. Whatever is present, that will work. Whatever is not present, that will not work. So we told PC1 IP is matching to this IP, public IP, PC2 IP is matching to this public IP, PC3 IP is matching to this public IP. That's why three PCs are working, remaining PCs are not working. Okay, so this one is a static NAT. Now I will remove this. So what I will do here, I will remove this entry, then we can configure the dynamic NAT here. So if I want to remove, how I can remove means, you can go here and you can write here in the front of that one no and give a space, and then again write here no and give a space, write here no and give a space, and copy paste this one. I want to remove this one. Okay, because I am going to do the other NAT. So if you see here, it is remove. These three are remove. And in the notepad, I will remove. Maybe you will confuse why we put no here. Just I put here because I need to remove the static NAT, because we are going to do now dynamic NAT. So we will move to the dynamic NAT here. If you see in the dynamic NAT, what we are going to do in the dynamic NAT, this is dynamic NAT configuration. First, we are going to select the traffic. If you remember what we told in the theory, in the dynamic NAT example, if you have three public IP, first guy come and first will take this public IP, he will go outside. This second machine will come, he will take. Maybe this third machine is not working, maybe it will not come. This guy came and he will take this for the third IP. And later this guy come and it will not work because we don't have the pool IP. So whoever come first, they will take that IP, they can access until, and the other guy will not access the internet. He cannot go to the internet until and unless if this or this any other PC stop accessing that one. Means if the session of this machine or this machine expire, then only this guy is able to access the internet in the dynamic NAT. Like you have the three cars in your home and all three guys taken, so you are waiting for that one. Whenever the other guy come back, you can use his car. Okay, this is just giving the simple example. So what we can say, this is a dynamic NAT. So this you will have the pool of IP available here, and depending upon that IP, whatever the machine you have in your LAN network, who will come and they will take that IP and they can use, and when they are not using, that IP will release and it will wait here until another guy will take that one. So here how the configuration for this one means, first you need to select the traffic. So if you want to select the traffic, you will use the access list. So you will write access list 1 permit. You can give any number here. I am using the standard ACL. So access list 1 permit, and you need to define what is your LAN network. So you need to write the network ID 192.168.1.0 and the wildcard mask. So this is the wildcard mask. Okay, /24 wildcard mask is 0.0.0.244. Already we learned this one. Okay, then after that you will create one pool. So you will write IP NAT pool. You can give any name here. I am giving the name as ABC. You can give any name ABC, and you need to define here the IP starting range and the ending range. So starting range you will write 200.1.1.3 and ending range will be 200.1.1.5. After that, you need to write net mask and the subnet mask of this IP. So first you select the traffic. Here you are defining the pool, what IP we have. And the third command you will use to mix this both. So you will write IP NAT inside source list 1 and pool is ABC. So with this command it will mix. After that, same thing, you need to apply the NAT. So you will look this interface, traffic is going inside. So you will go under that interface and you will write IP NAT inside. And with this interface, traffic is leaving outside. So you will go under that interface, you will write IP NAT outside. That's all. So this is a dynamic NAT. So what advantage you will get here? This guy will access, this guy will access, this guy will access, one guy will wait. If this guy is not accessing, then this guy start accessing that one. Okay, so this is a dynamic NAT. What we will do, first we will select the traffic, and second we will define the whatever public IP we taken in the pool, and third command we use to mix the selected traffic with the pool and then apply the NAT. That's all. So what I will do here, I will copy paste this whole thing here. So I will go here and we are going to paste here. So everything we pasted here, and if you see, no error, nothing, everything is working perfectly. Now you can see here we can put like this ping and dash t. Okay, 8.8.8 we can write like this. So continuously this machine is sending the ping traffic to internet, and here also you can put, I am putting the minus t, so continuously they can send the traffic. And here if I do same thing, continuously they will send the traffic. If I do here, it will not work because already the three public IP is used by this three machine. So this guy will not get that one. Okay, this guy will not get until and unless anyone this machine stop accessing that one. But they are continuously pinging. So this guy is unable to access. If any machine stop accessing that one, then this machine will start in the dynamic net. Okay. So in the dynamic net, we have the pools of IP. From that pool of IP, whoever come first, he will take that one, and whoever come last, they need to wait until and unless other guys stop accessing the that services. So now this PC4 is also trying to access, but it is not working. So what I will do, I will go to any machine and I will break this one. So now this machine is stop accessing. So this machine should start accessing now. It will take some time because this section need to break. They stop accessing but still establish the session. So we need to wait for some time till the session finished, or you can do the fast forward. When you do the fast forward, it will be fast and it is break. And if you see here, before this machine is unable to access, but now they are able to access. And this guy is not accessing. And if I put here, this guy will not work because already the other guy access taken that public IP. So this machine will not work now. See, it is not working because all the this three machine is working, so this machine will not work. This is a dynamic NAT. Dynamic NAT means what they are going to do. They are what we can say, they are going to select the IP. You will have the pool of IP, maybe you have three IP. So all these three IP you need to use inside the network. So whoever come first, they will use that one. So if you see this machine is not working, remaining machines are working, and you have only 3 IP, that's why it is working for 3 IP, remaining it is not working. Okay, so this is a dynamic NAT. Now if I want to do the another one, pat means in this one no need to worry, you can use only single IP and all the guys is going to work because they are going to use the port number. So same configuration here also, you will select the traffic like you select here, and here you will create the pool like you created here. But instead of writing the range, you will put only single IP. You will say I'm using 200.1.1.1 and ending also 200.1.1.1. After that, you will say IP NAT source inside whatever we use here. Same thing you will put here. At last, you will write overload. This is a keyword you need to write, overload. So same configuration here, you are writing starting IP, ending IP, whatever we buy from the ISP. But here we will keep only one IP. We taken only one IP from the ISP, we assigned to our router. I am using only that IP. And the same thing, all other configuration is same. At last you need to write overload, means they are going to put the port address. Port they are going to put port number, and this way we will assign the NAT to the interface. So first I need to remove this one. If I want to remove, just I can go here, I can write here no access list, and then here no, and everywhere I will write no, so this configuration will be removed. And I can break this communication all here, and I will go here, I will go to machine all here, control C and forward, and then we can copy this configuration and I can paste here inside this router to stop that configuration. If you see here, they are saying still it is used, so we can try one more time, still it is used. So some session established still, so we can do fast forward or we need to wait for some time. Now I will paste again so it will work. If you see, this is working, but this one cannot use. This pool is still used, they are saying. So we need to wait for some time and then we can put this again. Now when I put it is accepted now. Okay, because the session is created by that machine, that's why we are getting this error. Still it is using like that, but now all the configuration, dynamic configuration, I remove. So now I can paste this port configuration. This one is already present, I did not remove, already we have here, so no need to put this. Already this one is present inside the router. This one only we need to put. So I will copy and I will paste this inside the router. I pasted here, so everything work perfectly. Now all the device can work simultaneously. If you go here, because we are using the port here, port address translation, so all the guys is able to use the internet because they are changing this depending upon the port number. So now we can check all the machine will start working here. So this is a PAT, port address translation. So let's see here, it should work. We can go here and check here. Still it is not working. We can check here. So maybe we do some misconfiguration. We need to check. This one is not working. This one is not working. This one is not working. So let's check here. Did we do something wrong here? This one is good, and we did not apply the NAT, but I think it is already there, right? We can check show run and we can check here. The IP NAT inside is there already. IP NAT outside is not here. Okay, so I need to write here IP. No, let me check. Yeah, here is missing. So what is the problem here? This one is not there. So anyhow, I will copy this both thing and I will paste here. I will paste here. So let me paste this here. And now we can check it should start working. See, when I paste it is start working. So sometime I miss the configuration, so no issue. What we told before, we have this one, so no need to put this again, but later we realize maybe we deleted this before. So when I paste it start working. So this machine is working, this machine is working, this machine is also working, this machine, because we are using PAT, port address translation, so it is working here. Here if you write show IP NAT translation, we can check here. They are translating this one ICMP with this private IP is using this public IP with this port number. Okay, so like this you will have this. So it is working. All the devices are working with the single public IP. They are using single public IP. If you see, this is a single 200.1.1.1 only with single public IP. All the device 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, 1.2, all the computers is able to access with this single IP only 190, that is 200.1.1.1. Just they are changing the port number only. So depending upon the port number, they are differentiating and they are returning the traffic. So what we can say here, we can say here the port address translation is good compared to the other one. Here all the computer can access the internet. They are working on the port. They are going to change the private IP into public IP. They are using the port help and they are changing the port here. If you see, single IP is there, but they are changing the port here. And we have another method also to configure the what we can say PAT. We can configure this way, or if you want to configure another way, there is another way also. Here you are defining the same IP. So another method is, you will first command is same, you will select the traffic with this one, and second one you will write IP NAT source access list, and here instead of pool you are calling this pool. You will not write pool here, we will write the interface, which interface is going outside. We will write that interface and write overload, that's all. And this one inside outside, same thing you will apply here. So this is another method to configure the PAT. Your wish, you can use this one or you can use this one. Both are correct, you can use any one. So in some company we will use this types of method, or some company we will use this type of. So depend which one you want to use. Same thing, first command is same, we are selecting the traffic. Second one is, here we are creating the pool and we are calling that pool in this one. So instead of that one, we are not creating the pool and we are not calling. We are saying IP NAT inside source list one, this list, and here we are using interface directly. We are saying interface this one overload, that's all. And if the traffic is going inside, you will write IP NAT inside. If the traffic is going outside the router, IP NAT outside. That's all. So this is a NAT lab. I hope you enjoy this one. So this is easy only. Let me stop the